Is it live? Hold on, you guys. I think it might be live. If it is live, welcome or welcome back. Okay, so I just wanted to check my notifications. But hey, you guys, it's Ty Goddess, aka I am a holistic healer. I'm a naturopathic physician. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, boys and girls, women and men's creatures all over the world. With that being said, I'm not going to tell you guys what to do or how to feel. I'm just here to suggest and advise from place of experience as a holistic healer. So, as a naturopathic physician, yes, I'm a doctor, but yes, I'm a YouTuber, I'm an influencer, I'm whatever you want me to be, your rich auntie, your friend, your pal, for those of you who have genuine intentions. So that being said, thank you so much for everyone who has been rocking with me since 2019. If you're an OG with goody OGs, and if you're new here, welcome. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Time Square Guidance to stay up to date, here on YouTube as well at Teachings with Ty, Talks with Ty, and on TikTok. And if you guys want a personal one-on-one, I'm about to put my website for you guys, which you guys can go to. I offer a variety of different services. Once again, I do offer holistic healing because I'm a naturopathic physician. So, for those of you who don't know, I am a doctor in real life. I've been a doctor for a couple of years now, and I've been running a business. I've been on YouTube since 2019 at the age of 22, and I've been running my business for a while now. So, it's new to you guys, but I have recently, I think last year, 2022, 2021, I've been offering services on YouTube. I've been displaying my personal work. But with that being said, I'm just very in myself. As you guys can see, I show up as a real person. I speak from a place of experience as well as what has helped me along my journey when it comes to healing, because there's no right or wrong way to do so, as well as what I've worked with clients of all different walks of life. So if you guys are interested in this session, you guys can check me out on my website at tygoddessandsemler.com. And for those of you who are already returning, I have free content here on TikTok as well as YouTube. So, natural resources are energetically healing, mentally, spiritually, as well as verbally and emotionally. And because there's no right or wrong way to heal yourself, I do like to speak from a place of experience. If not, I use natural resources such as books, academics, to inform and educate the best way I can. And I just want to say thank you guys so much. So before we get started, I just want to give you guys a little disclaimer. I do want to give you guys a disclaimer. Okay, you guys, I'm out of breath. Hold on. And if you guys see me looking, the camera's right here, but I always look at the monitor. That's something I just one day I'll get used to and get exposed to. But I really just want to say thank you guys so much who are genuine, because I'm about to give you guys some tea. And before I give you the tea, I just want to say congratulations, because that's what this video is about. And y'all are like, what's the congratulations? What's the congratulations? I need you to know that when it comes to your healing journey is for you, and that nobody gets to validate you, and there's no right or wrong way to heal yourself. So, with that being said, if this is for you, it's for you. If not, I don't believe in forcing vibes or energy. And the reason why I labeled this video congratulations to you guys is because something that I just want to inform you with when it comes to your healing journey, once you get to this level, for those of you who are maturing and taking time to not be bitter and close off your heart, is that your experiences, your trauma is for you, your life is for you, and that anything that is for you cannot be taken away from you, regardless of how long it takes you to go through your healing, or the things that have to, that hurt me crack my neck, the things that affect you in your life. And I do apologize once again, you guys, I was on my phone. So now I'm just going to be looking at the monitor. Of course, I am going to try my best to look at the camera. If not, I just need you guys to listen for real, for real. Because your healing journey is for you, you're the only person who knows what it's like to be you. And the reason why this is a congratulation and a celebration video, number one, is because you made it, you did it. You survived the days that you thought you weren't going to survive, and nobody knows what it takes to be you. And that's why I'm really saying congratulations, because it's like, yes, because you were going through certain things in your life and know you weren't going to be there forever, you went through it, and you went through the days, a good majority of them, by yourself. Now, it's not to say that people places and spaces weren't there in your life, but because nothing in life lasts forever, it's no longer in your life now. So hold on, you guys. I need to get some moisturizer because my hands are ashy. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, we're back and we're better. Shout out to Bryson Tiller. But I had moisturizer sitting on my desk this entire time and I got up, but it's okay. But seriously, I just want to say congratulations because nobody knows what it takes to be you. And in those moments where you were going through things and those people, spaces, and places that are no longer in your life serve its purpose. And that's another reason why I want to say congratulations because honestly, you gotta understand all of those people in those places and spaces that you no longer resonate with serve the purpose. And I need you all who are choosing to move forward to celebrate yourself because nothing can stop you. Nothing is going to stop you now. Nothing is going to stop you later. You're going to go through things in life, but it's momentarily. And once you understand that you're going through things in life to better your life, you will realize how it's affecting you. So, from experience, I could personally say the choices that I've made are the only reason why I was surrounding myself with certain people and why I was in certain environments. And me personally, I want you all to not be bitter about, the consequences of yourself. When it comes to healing, to me, something I really want to suggest and advise is not being angry. Like a lot of people, you have no idea, a lot of people compare themselves to you. Speaking from experience, men, women, white people, black people, blue people compare themselves to you. And because people compare themselves to you, people spend so much time and energy trying to go against you. Why do you think you had to encounter certain people, places, and spaces in your life to learn a lesson? Because that's all life is about is learning lessons. For those of you who are your healing journey, like I said, congratulations. You did what you need to do. But learn to just accept the lessons so you don't have to continue the same cycles. A lot of people compare themselves to me personally, as well as you and anybody watching this, because everybody who is on the same frequency as me understands that. Like, people spend so much time trying to compare themselves with you and not realizing that because you're so focused on yourself and you had things going for yourself, you would never wish bad on people. Like me, I can't be a hater. I've never been a hater, and I say that to you all because it needs to be addressed. Like as you're healing, as you're loving yourself, you can't have hate in your heart. You can't compare yourself to anything or anybody. And as a naturopathic physician, as your rich auntie, as Thai guidance, I just want to suggest and advise to not worry about people, places, and things from your past. It's no longer the past. You did what you did in the moment because that's what you knew. Like all of us made choices just because I publicly come on the internet, because once again, I know who I am and I've been knew what I was doing, doesn't mean that you should be embarrassed or ashamed. Like I said, a lot of people spend so much time trying to go against me and comparing themselves to me that all they did for me was just remind me. So that's why I'm telling you guys to celebrate, to be thankful. Don't be bitter at the people because everything in life has to be revealed. When you are constantly sweeping things underneath the rug, what do you think is going to happen to the rug? If you constantly sweep things underneath the rug is going to get dirty. It's going to start to stink. It's going to get moldy. And then eventually you're just going to have to lift it up. And once you lift that rug up, you're going to see there was dirt. You're going to see there's mud. You're going to see that there's mold. So be thankful for the people. Like me personally, I've always been thankful for every single person and all the tests. The only reason why you getting tested is because you have a testimony, and that's why we're here to say congratulations. This is a celebration video for those of you who are at that point in your life. Like the best days of your life are happening now for the rest of this year, for the rest of your life, because you passed all your tests. See, one thing about me, I never had this struggle when it came to life. Everyone in life doesn't have the same life. So emotionally, physically, financially, howeverly, everybody doesn't have the same guidance. Everybody doesn't have the same emotional, physical, academically, or even based off of your geography, the same resources and the tools. So some people had to learn because that's all they knew for themselves by themselves. Some people had people in their life to tell them. Some people didn't. It doesn't matter what you had to go through. Learn the lesson, change your behavior, understand the patterns so you can continue to celebrate your life. It's only up from here. I only surround myself with people who are emotionally, physically, financially, academically bringing value. I don't surround myself, and I need you to know as you're healing yourself and as you're elevating yourself, once again, when you get to that moment of surprise by your spiritual team, your ancestors, universe, whatever you believe in, or yourself, your higher self, you will just realize once again, those people that was comparing themselves to you, whether it was a job, relationship, family, friends, they did their part. That's why I'm telling you guys not to be bitter and celebrate yourself. Forgive. When it comes to forgiving other people, the best thing I want to suggest and advise is I had to forgive myself. Once I had learned to forgive myself, I was never bitter and I was never mad at people because the people that were in my life, they didn't realize that I knew who I was to them. You see, if you're not who you are, you don't realize why people come into your life. And listen to that. If you're not who you are, you're not going to know why you're going through the things that you're going through. I've always been aware of my circumstances. I've always been aware. I didn't understand completely at the time like how long I had to experience what I was going through because when it comes to outcome, we don't have control over it. That's why I'm telling you guys to do what you can every single day and to forgive yourself and to be patient with yourself. But I knew who I was this entire time, and that's the same thing with you all. And if you don't know, you're going to start to know as you heal yourself. There was nothing ever wrong with you. For those of you who have somewhere to be, because you do, if you support me, it's okay to get detoured. I can personally recall the domino effect because that's what life is about. It's about you making certain choices, and if the choices do not align with your highest good, you're gonna get detoured. All of us, every single person, imagine is on a highway driving in their own lane. And because all of us have our own individual selves, like nobody is me, nobody has the car that I drive like in real life, and nobody has the same path as me, I have to stay on that lane. But if I, you know, make a turn or if I get off too early, now I have to get rerouted. And that's the same thing when it comes to your life. Just because you get rerouted or just because you made a wrong turn, if you didn't mean to, doesn't mean that your GPS is not going to reroute you. And that's all life is about is just being grateful that you went through the things you went through. Like me personally, I'm grateful for the people who compare themselves to me. Because all it is a reminder. That's what a lot of people fail to realize. A lot of people spend so much time and energy trying to compete with you and compare to you that they look up to you. And I, like I said, I'm an influencer, I'm a celebrity. I'm Beyonce's oldest daughter. Nobody, I'm telling you from experience, nobody, and that's why I'm coming on YouTube, like, it's not about nobody, and if the shoe fits, wear it up and tie it, but people are not about to sit here and challenge you, go against you, be mean to you, spend so much time and energy trying to say you don't know what you're talking about, da-da, woody-woody-woo, if they wasn't looking up to you, and the crazy and the saddest part is because everybody has to get karma, everybody gotta get a bill. All that time and energy trying to go against people, now these people are distracted. Now they don't get to where they need to be because they worried about what you had going on when it's like you got a whole life for yourself. And me personally, because life is gonna go on and because we got places to be, forgive those people for not knowing what they know and move on. Like, don't take it personal. You should never take somebody's lack of character, somebody's lack of moral personal. Like people spent so much time and energy once again consciously, and a lot of them did it subconsciously because they not really in tune, like but I don't tell people that because that's embarrassing. But subconsciously, people spend so much time and energy once again trying to challenge you, and they don't realize y'all not challenging me. They wasn't challenging you. If y'all understand spiritually what's going on right now, it's a test. So, congratulations to those of you who are learning to forgive yourself and not being bitter towards people serve their purpose. The people that wronged you, that think that you wrong, they taught you the most valuable lessons in your life. Like me personally, because of, like I said, the decisions that I made from certain events that happened to me. And you got to understand something. The people that I was surrounding myself with in that moment, once again, they had a purpose. Their purpose was to remind me on to one, to not give up on myself and to let everybody else know that you have somewhere to be. Those people, I want to suggest and advise looking for the positive when it comes to negative situations. Those people that were in your life momentarily were to teach you something. They're just a reminder. That's like who I was to them. I was just a reminder. When people are not going to be in your life for a long term, the energy is going to be obvious. The people who are insecure that are no longer in my life, I taught them how to be confident within themselves. And just like you all, like you don't have to hate on people. You don't have to be jealous of people. If you really have love for yourself. You see, I never lacked love internally. Those weren't my issues. And that's another thing. That's what I'm telling you. Like when it comes to your healing journey, what you're going through is momentarily. I knew what my real issue was. And when you tell people stuff, what you're going through, like when I told people, when I would express how I felt to people, I never felt embarrassed about what I went through because I was the one who went through it. That's why, like, to me, I'd be confused when people try to sit here and like, manipulate. You can't manipulate people who don't feel no type of way. You can't use no information against somebody who told you something. Like me personally, I don't feel no type of way. That's why I'm telling y'all, don't be bitter. Celebrate what you've gone through so you can continue to elevate yourself. You have no reason to be bitter. It's a celebration. Celebrate yourself. Congratulations. You survived days, like I said, from people, places that serve their purpose to challenge you and test you. You got to realize it. People are sent in your life to test you. People are sent in your life to test you or to teach you something. That's all. You don't gotta be bitter. I don't have beef with nobody. Like, I still love every single person. I just don't associate myself with nobody. And anybody who feels like I was better or I think I know everything, that's how they feel. And that's why I'm telling you all, you gotta learn how to celebrate yourself and continue to move forward and realize that people that compare themselves to you, they're insecure, they're envious. Because if you wasn't important, like I said, if you didn't have somewhere to be, who's about to sit here and spend their time and energy talking about you? If somebody really didn't like you, they're not gonna speak on you. Every single person who swore up and down that they wasn't concerned about me, always watch what I got going on. Always takes time and energy to focus on who I am and how I'm doing what I need to do. If somebody really did not want you in their life, they're not gonna focus on you. Nobody who spent so much time and energy who was insecure didn't make it clear to me. But you see, one thing about me, this is when you know you're healing. You don't gotta let people know that you know that they're insecure, that they like I never told anybody the stuff that they did behind my back because they knew it. And I'm telling you from experience, that's why I'm telling you guys to continue to celebrate yourself and forgive yourself because people spending so much time being negative thinking that they doing something. People don't know you. Like the people, the distractions in my life, like I said, it was just a lesson. Nobody can stop what's for you if it's for you. And when you know who you are because you're healing yourself, do it matter? Once again, people comparing themselves to my life when we're not even equal emotionally, physically, financially, those are those people's insecurities. I know what I went through. I know that the only reason why I was around a lot of people in the first place is because of what I was going through, and I chose to. That's the difference. I knew I was going through something short term, but because I wanted attention or whatever I wanted to gain from the situation, that's the only reason why I was in certain situations. And when you're always yourself, you like I said, I've always had love for myself, and I'm not gonna stop loving myself or respect myself. You don't have nothing to worry about. You will just realize everything that you went through in your life was to teach you something. It's no reason to have hate in your heart or to be bitter towards the people that serve their purpose. Like every single person I'm in my life, I'm grateful emotionally, physically for all the relationships, how everything has ended and worked out because it's always gonna work out for your greater good, especially when you have genuine intentions. And even if you don't, because I'm not perfect. I'm not saying that I never not did nothing, but I knew my heart, I know my character. I've never intentionally went on my way to cause chaos to anybody's life. I've never, like I said, been intimidated or jealous of anybody. I don't compare myself to people because I know I'm not nobody. And I wouldn't suggest and advise, and I'm saying that, like I said, at a place of vulnerability. Like, I've never felt embarrassed to tell people what I went through because I was the one who went through it. And the people that I confided in, who all they did was tell other people what I did, it just let me know that, first of all, you can't hold no water. And if you was in a situation, you wouldn't have made it. And that's the only reason why I'm telling you guys. That's the only reason why people spend so much time and energy trying to go against you is because they can't handle what you went through. And you don't want people like that. Like, the only people that are in my life right now are the people who bring me, like I said, peace, love, and joy. And that's how it should be. I know what I was really going with. Like, there were people I surrounded, like I said, there was people I surrounded myself with momentarily, and I knew we both knew I was only gonna be around people for momentarily moments because nothing in life lasts forever. And people don't know you is what I'm trying to get you to. Nobody, even like me, I would intentionally, especially like when I was young, because when it comes to intuition, you know how you feel. And me personally, the only reason why I used to be petty was because I wanted to test it. Because people do spend so much time and energy, but no, because I'm not petty no more. You know how people feel about you. You know people talk about you. You know people pretend to smile in your face. And the thing about me was I wasn't around them pretending to be anything other than myself. It was the simple fact that I was around people because I chose to be around them. I did genuinely want, the best for some people, but you can't want the best for people if they don't even want the best for themselves. Like a lot of people I supported that I don't surround myself with no more, they didn't have the love and respect for themselves. And that's the only reason why I was in their life was to teach them to love themselves, to teach them to be confident, like I said, to be within themselves. I didn't have to hate on nobody, and I don't care about people to compare myself to them, and I don't. But you see, when people spend so much time and energy towards you, that energy has to return somewhere. And every single person, I'm telling you from experience, has to deal with karma. Karma is mostly is it is real. Everything you say about something or somebody has to come back to you. That's why I'm telling you guys just to heal yourself and to celebrate yourself and continue to love yourself and forgive yourself. I'm not angry with the people I was in my life because, like I said, every single person in my life has taught me a valuable lesson. And because I was never fake, and I never had no beef or no secret animosity or pretend to be anything I'm not. I didn't lose anything or anybody. I never lost anything or anybody that was meant to be in my life or that was for me. And that's what I'm telling you. If something is for you, it's going to be for you. And you're going to know you don't have to force relationships or people to be in your life. I never had to force a friendship or relationship, a family member, cousin, brother, coworker to be in my life. Everything that was supposed to be taken out of my life because it no longer is meant to be in my life is removed. And I'm telling y'all, don't worry about the past, people, places, and things. It no longer serves its purpose. And I need you to know that as you're healing yourself, things will no longer resonate with you. You are going to outgrow people, places, family members, because who cares what they think? Everybody in life has a purpose, whether they're aware of it or not. That's what I'm telling y'all to congratulate yourself and celebrate yourself. Once again, people spend so much time and energy trying to bring you down that they don't realize they're just showing you, like I said, who they are. And that's why me personally, I'm grateful because everybody just showed me that none of us are perfect and everybody's dealing with personal issues. That's why, like, when people spend so much time and energy trying to compete, compare, belittle, gossip, tell their friends, families, make up rumors, lies, truth, whatever, it just go to show how broken they are. Because if somebody, like I said, if somebody really didn't like you, why would they speak on you? Y'all had a piece of hair in my mouth and flipping the hair. I had to cut the hair because it was way too long. But if someone really didn't like you, why would they speak on you? Why would they watch what you gotta do? I don't follow and watch people I don't like. And I really want y'all to stop keeping up with people and following people you know you don't have genuine intentions because what happens is the reason why some people, as you're healing yourself, are mad is because They never had genuine intentions towards you, or they was in competition with you, or they thought they was better than you. But what people fail to realize, if you gotta take your time and energy to be better than me, who are you? You're not even who you are. You're not even who you are. How you gonna be better than somebody else if you supposed to be Miss Ma'am or Mr. Sir? That's what people fail to realize. So don't take it personal. Like, understand once again, the testimony, you gotta pass tests, you gotta go through things to overcome things in your life. And just be grateful. Like honestly, I'm just very grateful. Like it's like I said, I don't need to be bitter because once a purpose is fulfilled, it's fulfilled. Like you see, these people have been like this entire time. It just takes people time to, process it because it's like just because you don't move like that, just because there are genuine people in this world, I'm one of them. Just because I have genuine intentions, just because I have a genuine heart, doesn't mean everyone's like me. Clearly, and that's what the same thing for my genuine supporters. Like, don't close your heart. Don't allow the people that were supposed to teach you lessons in your life to make you feel bitter about yourself because you went through what you went through. You did what you did because of what you knew. And I can speak from experience. Like, the only reason why, once again, I was surrounded with a good couple of people within my 20s of my life is because of what I was going through momentarily at home, internally. Like, move on, celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself, heal yourself so you can get to where you need to be. And anything or anybody who has a problem, like they're not meant to be in your life. And who cares? Like nobody's about to sit here and slander your name, go against you if they didn't have a problem. And you gotta understand it's not about you. The people that gossip, talked about me to their family members, to themselves, brother, sister, mother, cousin, they have their own problems. They're dealing with a lot of things mentally and internally. They're suffering really bad. And once you realize people are suffering and people have internal issues, you don't take it personal. Why would I take a boy or a girl gossiping about me personal? Anybody, especially if they say they're an adult who is gossiping about you, especially grown men and grown women. If somebody's father, somebody's mother can gossip about you, that person needs help. Nobody knows you. Even the people that you call your so-called friends and coworkers and your peers, if people are gossiping about you, you don't like that's a red flag. Because it's like if they had their own life and even if you did do something to them, if somebody really was disturbed with you should want to speak with them. But you gotta see all those people that talk about you, they look up to you, like, I'm telling y'all from experience, so many people look up to me. I don't need them to tell like, people for to realize I am Beyonce's oldest daughter. I've been a G. I'm not from Chicago, but I get down for real. I know how this work. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Gang, got it tatted on me. Like, let's be for real. People look up to you. But you see people's egos be something else, and it's like, apologize. Or give credit when it's due. You don't gotta compare yourself because when people compare themselves, like I said, mentally, they have an illness that they're battling with, which is multiply I was a multiple personality disorder, gossiping about people who did nothing to you because you're suffering. And what people fail to realize when people focus on you, that focus grows. All they did was promote you. All they did, like I said, all the people in my life that when I was going through things momentarily because I knew what I was going through momentarily, and just because I told people, all they did was remind me on why I should not be around them in the first place. So be like I said, I'm thankful for everything that's happened to me in my life. I've never lost sleep and I never felt no type of way because nobody's gonna stop you. You're the only person who was doing your healing journey. Like I don't have to prove myself, and that's what people fail to realize. Let people underestimate you. Let people do and think whatever they need to. Is it your job to heal yourself or is it theirs? And I'm telling you from experience, once you start to celebrate yourself and you congratulate yourself and you learn to love yourself, and like I said, you do things that bring to your higher self. I've had beautiful relationships with people in my life, and I'm grateful for it. And these are the healthy relationships. I'm 26. I'm a grown woman. As a grown woman, I only surround myself with men and women. Unless you my rich nieces and nephews, like you a genuine supporter. And that's the thing, like you could tell who genuinely supports you. Like everybody supports you. So let me not even say that. When people, because I'm tired of y'all saying this, when people watch your videos and they don't like, comment, or share, people like your videos for free. When people don't follow you, or when people follow you and they're always watching what you do, they don't say nothing or they don't address you, that's free. Like I said, people love you, people admire you. They don't have to tell you. They don't have to tell you, like, stop expecting results from people and do what you need to do so you can get to where you need to be because you deserve it. You don't need nobody to clap for you if you celebrate yourself. Now, of course, the people that are gonna clap for you, they're gonna clap for you, but you don't need a handout. I don't need a handout. What do you need a handout for? Why you need somebody to tell you when you learn to tell yourself that you're beautiful, that you're gorgeous, that you're handsome, somebody telling you, you just say thank you. When somebody gives you, don't expect compliments from people. One thing about me, I never liked anything or anybody who was entitled. I don't expect people to do anything for me. And I'm telling you this, when people do things, say thank you. And if you do things for people, do it because you have genuine intentions. If not, don't do it. You don't have to do anything for nobody. Like you don't have to support nobody. You don't have to keep up with nobody. And y'all, I'm trying my best to look at the camera, but this entire time I just been looking at the monitor. So, and I've been looking at the camera because people are coming in and out the chat. So for those of you who keep coming in and out the chat, this is a monitor. This is a camera. I don't know why, like I said, I just feel like whenever I look at the camera, you guys can't see me, but you clearly can. So I'm just looking at the monitor. But it's just like when you choose to support yourself, people supporting you is a privilege. And once again, nobody's about to sit here and watch what you do if they didn't value you. People don't have to like, comment, and share. They're watching you for free. That's it. People take their time. I need y'all to listen to what I'm saying. People take their time and energy to worry about what you got going on. That's a supporter. That's a big supporter. And I'm telling you, as you elevate, and if you are someone like me and you put yourself in the public eye, you're going to gain traction. You're going to gain people watching you. People are going to be fascinated. Like I said, people admire you. Nobody hates you. You don't have enemies. People are dealing with their own personal insecurities and their triggers. Like, don't take it personal. Continue to celebrate yourself. And I'm telling you, continue to pour into yourself. Continue to love yourself and watch what happens. You see, I knew what I had to go through. Like I said, my issues have never been outside of myself. Even if I did tell you anything what I was going through, what people should have realized because I'm the evil genius and I got the magic potion and I really do magic in real life. For those of you who are spiritual, I'm whipping up the spells, ho. I run this. And that's the same thing with you. So I at any moment, bibbly bobbly boo, but I don't, I don't condone in my magic like that. But I'm the one whipping up the pot and the pan. I know what I got to do and how I gotta do it and when it got to get done. I never need nobody to tell me to do anything. And I never needed anybody to help me do what I need to do. If I chose, like I said, me choosing to be around people when I didn't have to, it's because I wanted to. I don't do that no more. Why? Because it's just like it's a waste of time and energy. Not just that. The only reason why I was in those people's lives was to warn them, was to educate, was to let them know. Because you gotta understand, for those people who are not on the same frequency as you, people gonna learn two ways. You can learn smooth sailing and go with the flow, or you gonna get beat. And you gonna learn the hard way. That's how life is. Life could be easy or life could be hard. It's all about how you choose to react and you respond. It's all based off your behaviors. And that's the same thing that the situations in your life, like learn the lesson so you can receive your blessing. Life don't last forever, which means nothing in life lasts forever. That's why I'm here to celebrate those who have been doing the work. And once again, I'm just reminding you all because what I'm doing is in the present. So therefore, when the future comes, it's already done. For those of you who are really jicky, and for those of you who are really spiritual gurus and know how to get down and know how this work, like nothing in life lasts forever. So don't be bitter. Just continue to celebrate yourself this month in this year, understand the perspective, and once you like I said, once you really pour into yourself, you just realize people comparing themselves to you is just a reminder. Nobody is angry with you. Nobody is jealous of you. People don't like themselves. You're gonna outgrow people, blah, blah, blah. You're gonna outgrow people, places, and spaces because the purpose is fulfilled. Move on. You don't gotta be angry. You don't gotta be bitter. Learn the lesson. Learn the lesson on why you was in the situations you was in, and reflect. That's all you got. To really, that's all you. That's life is very simple, boys and girls. Cry, yell, scream, and shout. Like one thing about me, I'm a crier. I've had to cry to get all my emotions out because I was sad. When you go through things in life, it's gonna make you feel some type of way. I'm not a bad or good person because I cried. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell you just to hold in how you feel, like, no, that's the reason why I'm always comfortable telling people to express themselves because when you don't express how you feel and you're going through something, you're gonna bottle it in. Like I said, everybody that tries to sweep shit underneath the rug, a rug has to get lifted eventually. And the longer it takes for you to lift up the rug, baby, like I said, the dirtier it is, the more you gonna have to clean. And because I know that, just go ahead and get it out. Like I never overshared. I don't believe in oversharing or overbearing information about me because that's who I am. Just because you don't live this life, just because it's too much for you, just because you may it be do certain things, that's for you. I never felt embarrassed about anything that I had to go through. I never felt embarrassed about anybody who's witnessed what I've had to go on through because I was the one who had that's like you all, you should never be embarrassed about your past or what you because you're the one who had to go through it. That's like there were times in my life like, for example, I didn't always see eye to eye with certain people in my life. And because at the time, I thought I was grown back then when I was going through things. I'm 26 now, I'm actually grown. When I thought I was grown within like 16 to 20, 21, 23, I surrounded myself, like I said, because I didn't see eye to eye with certain people and I did certain things. I was the one who had to deal with the consequences. I never felt no type of way. And a lot of the consequences that I made, because I'm dramatic, I'm very much dramatic. Like I just made my situations a little bit more than what it needed to be. That's all it was. I'm a little like I said, I'm an actress, I'm a singer, I'm a dancer. It's like no, but I'm Beyonce's oldest daughter. I've always been dramatic. So the situations, honestly, I'm telling y'all, it's not even a big deal. I made my situations so much more than what they need to be because I'm a character. I'm a celebrity. I'm dramatic. Like that's what comes with it. So like when I was going through things momentarily, I was oh my god, the world's gonna end. The world's gonna end. No, it was never that. It was just I was dramatic. I was in my feelings. I was emotional, but just because 'cause I'm emotional, just because 'cause I'm dramatic, once again, that's me. I never felt no type of way. I never lost sleep, and I never lost anything or anybody who is in my life now, and that's why I'm telling you all, like, express how you feel. Never be embarrassed, never be ashamed, and speak up. Say how you feel. You're allowed to express yourself and tell the truth. You might as well tell the truth. When you don't tell the truth, like I said, everything has to be revealed because nothing in life lasts forever. Everything in life has an expiration date. And if you know spiritually, either you gonna tell the truth or the truth is gonna come and hit you around. And that's what people feel to realize when, like I said, all the people that's negative, who don't have genuine intentions, you can't Tupac said it. It only takes one time for somebody to slip up. And I'm telling y'all, the people that's gonna get mad, they mad because one, people get caught. You can't steal and then think that you're not gonna get caught. And two, because they got caught, like I said, people just spend so much time comparing and being empty vessels, they don't realize it's all part of the purpose. It's all part of the plan, player. Didn't nobody stop nothing. Like I said, all people did was remind you. Anybody who spends time and energy focusing on you to where they don't focus on themselves or they spend so much time and energy trying to bring you down, you got something valuable. You're a valuable individual. Who's about to sit here, what grown man or grown woman or group of people is about to sit here and gossip about you if you wasn't important, especially if they don't know nothing about you? So what? you used to pee the bed when you was 6 years old, 17. If you don't pee the bed now and you're the person who peed it, do it matter? That's like when I was going through something, I chose the like I said, I chose the company I kept, and I wasn't always 100% perfect, but I never did anything out of spite or with evil or malicious intent. Like, I chose, like I said, I choose to support people because I knew that they were insecure. That's the only reason why I was in certain situations with certain people. Like I said, I was dramatic. Like, me going through what I went through, it was never permanent. And to be honest, because I know how dramatic I am, I'm an actress, I didn't have to stay in the situations that I was in. I knew that as I was elevating and that I was healing myself, that what I was going through was only gonna last for some time. I just chose that's just how I chose to feel and deal about it. Like, you can't cry about your problems every single day. They're not gonna last every single day. But when people aren't you, when people don't have genuine intentions, when people are no longer meant to be in your life because they serve this purpose, that's all. So it's just like continue to celebrate yourself, continue to love yourself, continue to do what works for you, continue to show up for yourself. Like, and for those of you who are returning, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all share because I let me check the analytics because it be telling me who be watching the video. So I just Jose Antonio, he's saying hearts. Make sure y'all have genuine intentions. If not, let me tell y'all why it's so important to have genuine intentions. You do not want to be caught being a hater. Like, it's one thing if you have insecurities and you're triggered, but I'm telling y'all, this is why you don't want to be caught being a hater. The reason why you don't want to be caught being a hater, all jokes aside, is because you have to deal with your insecurities and you're the one who gets exposed. Like, I'm telling y'all from the experience, the people who looked at me as competition, they spent so much time and energy trying to compete that all they did was show how insecure and low they were. Like, grown men, grown women who spent time and energy trying to talk about me, make me seem like I'm a bad person. All they did was show how much they hated themselves and how miserable. The family, friends, like, all people do is show you, like, everybody tells on themselves, including me. And like I said, me personally, my views don't have to match my likes because if 10 people are returning back, y'all watching my content. Like I said, I mean, I get it. I'm an influencer, I'm a celebrity. And that's another thing. When you're an influencer, you're a celebrity, people are gonna talk about you regardless. People gonna watch your story and think that not liking or commenting and sharing, commenting out your chat incognito, acting like you don't know it's not gonna affect me. You choosing to spend your time and energy to focus. That's why I'm telling y'all for people, and I'm serious. Like, if you suffer with insecurities, you suffer with jealousy, you suffer with envy, work on yourself. I'm telling you, learn to love yourself. You wouldn't have to be insecure or jealous of other people. You wouldn't have to bring nobody down. You wouldn't have to tell groups of people, oh, this person that, this person's a hoe, this person's dirty, this person has this person's broke. You don't know nothing about people. You should never, like I said, that's a red flag. You should never feel comfortable speaking on somebody's life if it's not genuine. But I'm gonna let y'all know there are a lot of people, and I'm telling you from experience, I've experienced a lot of people. That's why they're not in my life who felt the need to speak so, and it's just like that's who they are. And I don't want y'all to be upset because everything gets revealed. So, like, every single person who talked about me, I already knew. Like I said, I don't have to confront people because that's embarrassing. The reason why I never said how I really felt towards people is because one way or another, it wouldn't win well. Like, I throw darts and I make sure shoot you right in the middle where it hurts. But because I don't turn into the people who try to project onto me because I know that they're projecting, you just, take the information, you move on and just continue to celebrate yourself. Like, I'm at peace and I've been at peace for a long time. Like I said, you're the only person who has to live your nights, who has to live your days, who has to emotionally, physically, and financially overcome what you're going through. And nobody gets to tell you how long it takes. And you gotta realize people in life are gonna be guilty, and if people wanna apologize, they can apologize, but if they don't change their behaviors, just move on. And don't expect an apology. Like, I honestly don't want nobody to come back in my life and apologize because I know a lot of people that I know now say that, but I'm good. I don't got no beef with y'all. But when you fall out with people, don't speak on them. Like, don't be talking to people back in 1982 that we used to be friends. No, we weren't. That's how I'm being. Because it's just like, move on. You don't have to have beef with people, but I'm being serious. Like, you don't have to be angry, but it's just like you don't be friends with anything that's no longer bringing you any substance, any value into your life. Like, let go of the old so the new could come into your life. Everything that you're going through is for your greater good. And just be thankful, like I said, that you learn the lessons. If not, if you don't learn the lessons, you're gonna continue to make the same patterns in life because it's a choice. Like, that's why me personally, I never was angry, and I've always been a real person to people in my life. Like, I never had to tell nobody that I miss them. It's only 3 people that I miss in my life. One of them is dead, but the other 2 are little kids. I don't miss nobody. I don't tell people, "Oh, I miss you." No, I don't. I don't. And me personally, because I've made certain choices in my life where I was naive, I didn't have the guidance emotionally, physically, financially. I've told people that, I just want to apologize because at the time I didn't have the emotional intelligence. Like a lot of my relationships, or a good majority of my relationships, ended from me because I didn't know how to express myself. And like it's only less than 3 people that actually had my best interest, and I've apologized to them because at the time I was angry and I cared about them. All the other people, it is what it is. I'm not saying that what I did was right, but I've already forgave myself and I've already realized it is what it is. Like, you're not gonna get closure from everybody in your life. That's why I'm telling y'all just to move on gracefully, like learn a lesson. Like, people can't stay mad at you forever, and if they do, that's them holding a grudge. Like, I would never hold a grudge towards anybody. I don't care about anybody to hold a grudge, and I do love myself, and I've always loved myself. It's just I made certain decisions because, like I said, just me being dramatic, honestly. Nothing in life lasts forever, but I knew I was dramatic. But like I said, there were people I've apologized to because I could have told him how I felt to be in a relationship, and when a relationship is meant to be, if you want something to work, like, relationships are not hard. It was only less than 3 people out of my entire life that never switched up on me, and when I apologized, they was willing to listen. If I wanted to talk and call to them to this day, because they weren't perfect either. Like, everybody is trying to learn and grow, and, like, they wanted the relationship just as much as I did. Now, if you're not meant to be in a relationship with somebody, you're just gonna fall out with them, and that's okay, regardless if they talk about you. Because once again, if you fall out with people, I'm not gonna lie, that's strange. I don't trust people, especially grown men and grown adults. If you fall with somebody, let it go. Let that hurt go. Stop talking about those people because you talking about people that you fell out with means you still they still have power over you. Like the 2 people honestly that never switched up on me. We spoke about our differences. Everybody else, I told him I apologized because I was like I said, the lack of maturity. Like I said, I was younger, I was naive, and I didn't have the guidance. Like I didn't have the emotional intelligence now that I have as a young lady to just express myself like I'm doing now. Like, I don't believe in oversharing information. And the reason why I feel comfortable speaking about what I've gone through and how I feel is because what a lot of people fail to realize is I became a doctor because of not having the guidance or the influence that I thought that I needed. You don't need anybody when it comes to your life when you're the one who has to heal yourself. Now, of course, there are, like I said, going to be genuine people who want to support you. But in order for people to support you, like in order for me to have genuine clients and supporters since 2019, I got to support myself, whether it's emotionally, physically, financially, through my business, whatever. Like, y'all just see me on YouTube, but I've been running a business. I've been an entrepreneur. I've been, like I said, been doing things behind the scenes. Like, I don't have nothing to prove. Like, even when I was making my videos, like when I first started at 22, I was running a business at 22. I was living in Colorado. And then, I started to do YouTube for fun, another source of income, because we want to secure the bag. You never just want to have one source of income. And if you do, that's your business. But I don't. So I did YouTube for another source of income as well as for fun and helping people. And then during that time when I was living in Colorado, and the relationships that I had with certain people, and 2021, 2020, the pandemic happened, relocating 2021, 2022, when I was coming on here, you guys know, like, when I made these videos, I was always comfortable. That's why I always had, I was always in my natural state because once again, that's who I am as a person. Like, you should never be embarrassed to be 100% yourself. Like, I don't believe in uncomfortable conversations with anything or anybody because it's just like when you're honest within yourself, you're honest with your communication, you're honest about your insecurities and your flaws. That's what said. Can nobody use information against you to make you feel bad? Like I've never told anything to anybody. It was like, oh my God, I just told them a deep dark secret. Or if people thought they have deep dark secrets against me, that's them. That's their entertainment. And once again, people spending so much energy to talk about me, they just not my friends. Those are not your people. Why would you wanna surround yourself with people and you tell them something vulnerable about you, or you just tell them something about you and they're gossiping? Like, what? And me personally, I know grown men and women, and to me, it's disturbing. It's disgusting, honestly, because it's like if you say you're an adult, like if you're somebody's parent, and it's just like the people you can find in like I ain't gonna say too much because it's just like it's no need to bring up people from your past, but it's just like I've never been fond of that type of behavior. Like, if I had a problem with somebody, I would tell them. And I need y'all to know that as you're having, like I said, because I have healthy relationships now, genuine relationships. My friends, if I have an issue, I'm not about to sit here and tell my mom and my dad or their mom and their no. Like, talk to the person that you have an issue with. Don't tell everybody else. Like, even when I come onto YouTube, I don't tell people's names. I don't tell y'all the people necessarily who I have fallen outs with. First of all, it's not nobody's business. I feel like when you follow with people, you should not be keeping up with them. You should not talk about them at all. Because first of all, as a lady, it's not ladylike. But if grown men and grown women spend time and energy to speak against you, like y'all don't think that's a red flag? I don't trust nobody, no grown man. And I've never, out of my 26 years of life, I'm telling y'all, had to worry about grown men and grown women. It's always been childish people. And like I said, I was dramatic. I wasn't childish, like I'm goofy. But I never felt the need to compete with nobody. I never felt the need to compare myself. I never felt the need to talk against anybody because I know, like I said, I know how that works. When you talk about people, that energy has to come back to you. And that energy comes back to you tenfold. Like, and it's gonna come back when you least expect it. People, like I said, spend so much time and energy trying to go against you. That y'all not for those of you who are spiritual, you're not going against nobody because all of us is flesh and blood. And that's what you be battling every single day. Y'all be going against the spirits. I ain't gonna talk about that because I ain't gonna spook y'all out. I'm gonna let spirit handle that for you. But for those of you, just continue to celebrate yourself. Like just be grateful. And like once you learn the things that you went through, like I said, you should be grateful like, I am so grateful. I just turned 26 last month. Like, I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for the 26 years of my life. I just now, as like I said, as you get older, if you really get wiser, I just realized, girl, I was so dramatic. I've always been dramatic, and I'm gonna continue to be dramatic, but I'm not as dramatic as how I used to be because I understand what I had to go through. Nothing in life lasts forever. It's no reason to be sad. It's no reason to be mad. It's no reason to be angry. It's no need to worry. You don't gotta doubt. Like I said, you don't gotta have beef. Like, move on. Cut the people off and let them go. Like, I don't keep up with nobody. That's not, like I said, bring like if they're not financing you, they're not feeding you, they don't bring no value academically, emotionally, who cares? People, I'm telling you, especially me, because I know as I'm elevating, like I said, a lot of people, because they're not spiritual for real, consciously and subconsciously, people are always going to project how they feel onto you. It's not my job. I mean, now, because 'cause I'm getting older, I've just learned, like I said, transmute the energy. I transmute like, that's what people fail to realize. Transmute the energy. I don't care, and like I said, I don't be wanting to be rude and disrespectful, but it's just like, I don't have the same insecurities. I've only been insecure about one thing my entire life. Transmute the energy. When people project onto you, just transmute the energy or just ask them, "What does this have to do with me?" I don't surround myself with people who gossip. I don't gossip, especially not to grown men or about people that I allegedly don't like. And I need y'all to know that when people focus on people they don't like, what can they tell you? And if y'all pay attention to what people tell you about other people, it just goes to show people are upset with themselves. All of the people who are miserable and who are suffering, who felt the need to speak on the information that I told them, just let me know and confirm that one, these aren't people I want to be around, and two, these people have their own deep rooted issues. And the only reason why people spend time and energy to talk about you is because they can't talk about themselves. And all you got to do is pay attention. Everything is going to be revealed to you when it's supposed to. And I need y'all to know that everything in life has an expiration date. Everything is going to be revealed to you when it's supposed to. You don't got to trip. You don't got to hold grudges. You don't got to be mad. You don't got to be angry. Let people feel how they feel. Let people do whatever they want to so they can show you who they are. Like, it's not your job and it's not in your control, anyways. Like, people are gonna feel however they feel. That's like me. I don't care. I mean, I care about those who genuinely have my best interests, but I'm never worried about people who compare themselves to me. Like, people look up to me. It's not the other way around. And if I do look up to people, I give them credit. I ain't no hater now because you can't say that you love yourself and have hate in your heart. Like, somebody cannot be a hater if they don't have hate in their heart. People can't be jealous and insecure and envious if that's not who they are as a person. And you can't pretend like all the people that pretended to have my best interest, they failed to realize that they was wearing a mask. I never had to wear a mask. I've always showed people who I was. Hold on, you guys. I've always showed people. I've always showed people who I was. Like, I don't have to sit here. Hold on, you guys. I don't have to sit here. I don't have to sit here. My bad, guys. I don't have to sit here and be shady or like I just never not had to do anything other than be myself. And I just recommend that for y'all. Like, as you continue to love yourself and celebrate yourself and support yourself, like, don't worry about people who don't bring no value towards you. That's really what I've been saying this entire time. Like, accept your past, speak on your past so you can help others. Like I said, I'm a naturopathic physician, I'm a doctor. I've always been a doctor, but I've just been posting videos since YouTube since 2019, suggesting body holistic healing. I've always was myself. I talk about the good times, the bad times, because that's another thing. If you're an influencer, be an influence. Like I said, I don't mind people admiring. I don't mind people watching, commenting, talking about me. Like, you're gonna constantly go through that if you're putting yourself in the public eye or if you're meant to be somebody. And I know my purpose. I've always knew what I had to do and how it was gonna affect me once again. The people, I'm telling you from experience, I don't feel no type of way. I don't care that people spend their time and energy worried about me if they don't have genuine intentions. That's on them. Like, to me, I'm telling y'all, it's a mental illness. Like, nobody's in competition with you. Like, even the people who are envious, like even the grown men, because it was grown men and grown women who felt the need to think that they was better than me. They looked up to me because it's like if they really didn't have an issue, and I'm telling y'all, grown men, young men, little boys, little girls, if they really didn't have an issue, they wouldn't have to speak on you. And that's what I'm telling grown men and women, like, you don't have to sit here and be bitter or think that you're better, but it's just like, get help. Take care of yourself. And I'm telling y'all, seriously, like, love yourself. Like, I will never be a hater and I will never allow anything in my life to make me feel miserable or to be broken or to be intimidated because, once again, the issues that I was dealing with, it never had to do with anybody other than myself. Like, I don't see people as a threat. I don't genuine and it shows. Like, I never came on here and suggesting and advising any type of content or influence to people to cause them any harm or to have others or to compete. Because it's just like you're not gonna get nowhere. And what people fail to realize, my issues were for me. So just because I went through something and you couldn't handle it, or you thought it was too much, or you thought it was funny, da 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 with the woo. Okay, that's you. We're not equal. Or just because you thought that, let's just say I didn't have my hair done, or if I was broke, or if I was homeless, like just because you thought that's a big issue, obviously, if I went through it, it didn't affect me the way that it would affected you. And that's another reason why people judge you and talk about you. People think that because what they're triggered by, what they're insecure about, would affect them, it don't affect me the same way. That's why I'm telling y'all, don't be envious of people. Don't worry about people trying to challenge you. Just continue to celebrate yourself, live your life, and do what works for you. And as you live your life and you do what works for you, you're gonna get to where you need to be because what's for you is for you. Like I said, nobody can stop you. Like I know what I have to do to get to where I need to be in my life, and I'm the one who has to do it. Like I don't rush my life, and I don't have nothing to prove. Like I don't tell people that I've already seen $1 million or I've done this or I've done like for what, unless it's asked and I'm suggesting advising on how you guys can do it for yourself and letting you know it's possible. But it's just like it don't matter. And the people, I'm telling you from experience, as you continue to love yourself and heal yourself and go through what you're going through, it doesn't last forever. Me personally, like I said, I'm just learning not to be so dramatic about life, but that's part of who I am. And I'm okay with myself. Like I don't believe in oversharing information or overbearing myself. If you always have to have your guard up, that just means you're not around people who appreciate you. Because when you tell, like I said, if you tell somebody information, that's like my genuine supporters. And that's who my videos are for. It's not for the people who don't have genuine intentions. Because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna watch my videos, nobody's gonna watch you if they weren't influenced by you anyways. But it's just like you should never be embarrassed to talk about what you go through. Because it's like mental health, abuse, poverty, homelessness, family loss, death, rape, SAID, infections, STDs, all of that, pregnancies, car accidents, all of that is serious. And that's not something that, like I said, I would never make fun of anybody because I've gone through those things through myself. I would never make fun of anybody suffering. Like I'm not a hater and I would never be a hater. And those are the only kind of people who think that what you're going through is funny because those people are really evil and wicked. And I'm not gonna say even wicked, but like they're not, I just don't want y'all to be around them. So it's just like forgive those people who taught you certain lessons, forgive the people who are jealous. Like for those of you who understand spiritually, like that's really wicked to laugh at anything or anybody who's going through something. But the only reason why those people do that is because that's who they are. And once you realize who somebody is to you in your life and the effect and the lessons that they're going to teach you, you'll move on. And once you, like I said, once you learn perspective, once you start to look at things from a bigger picture, you will realize like it's nothing to take personal. Like outlawing people doesn't have to be hard. Once you realize that a purpose is fulfilled and people can no longer be in your life, like I said, if they're mad, they're not meant to be in your life. Don't take it personal. If people want to change, they will. You don't have to force people to change. You don't have to tell people to change because you can't. That's like my content. If it's for you, it's for you. If not, I don't explain myself to people who don't understand. If they are intentionally trying to, like, if you intentionally trying to go against somebody or challenge somebody or trigger somebody, once again, you're bothered, you're triggered, you're insecure, and don't nobody got time. But it's just like if somebody's learning and they're being patient, everyone's entitled to feel how they feel, including me. Everyone's allowed to feel and do what they want to do. So it's like if it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. It's very simple. Don't compare yourself to nobody because it's disrespectful. That's the main reason why I never compare myself to people. And that's why I'm telling y'all, like, seriously, at a mature level, like, it's not funny. Like, people, like I said, are dealing with multiple personality disorders. Like, don't compare yourself to nobody. It's disrespectful. Learn to love yourself. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Live your life. Don't forget to say YOLO. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Times for Guidance. I'm about to put that in the chat. If you guys have any questions, you can ask. If not, I'm going to end this video. And if you guys want a session, make sure you guys go to my website at ThyGuidance.setmore.com. So let me put my Instagram and Twitter for you guys in the chat. And once again, when you come to my page, all of my information will be in the About section. You guys can click my personal links. If not, the links are going to be in the chat. Instagram and Twitter is Ty_Guidance. My website is ThyGuidance@setmore.com. All of my appointments for the month of March are majority booked. And as I said, I've been running a business for a long time. I've just been now promoting it because once again, when you run a business and then you're doing YouTube, like I have a lot that I do. Okay. For those of you who get it, get it. Those of you who don't, it's okay. And if you're new here, just be patient with yourself, celebrate yourself. I have over 400 videos. Once again, I can't tell you what to do or how to feel, and I'm not here to change you, challenge your beliefs. Just a place from experience. I am a doctor in real life. I've been a doctor, I've been running a business, but when I come on YouTube, y'all see, I'm always gonna be comfortable. And that's what I really want people to get. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter mentally, emotionally, physically, what your pockets or what you're going through. It's not gonna last forever. Nothing in life lasts forever as long as you, like I said, you're allowed to cry, you're allowed to yell, scream, and shout. Just don't beat yourself up. That's all I'm gonna say is just don't beat yourself up. Continue to be patient with yourself and just know that what you're going through is momentarily and that nothing in life is going to last forever. And as long as you're willing and wanting to overcome your situation, you will. It just has to take time. You have to understand that things in life take time because it's up to you. And one thing that I really want to say to you guys before I leave is because there's no right or wrong way to grieve, things have to take time. Like, I've been running a business for almost 4 or 5 years behind the scenes. I've been doing YouTube maybe for like 4 or 5 years, 6 years. I don't know how many years, you guys. I just know I've been doing this for a while. So it's just like things take time. Like, I don't have nothing to prove. I don't have to be like, hey, look, I'm a YouTuber. Hey, look, I've reached for what? I'm not doing it for y'all. I mean, my genuine supporters, I love you guys, but I'm me. Before I'm y'all rich auntie or a Thai guidance or an naturopathic physician, and that's the same thing with y'all. Like, don't do things for other people. Do it for yourself. Heal yourself for you. Don't be bitter towards people just because they did things to you. Learn to love yourself. And most importantly, forgive yourself. When you forgive yourself, you can forgive everything else. And it's a process. So don't rush yourself because there's no need to rush. Life's not going to go nowhere. Learn the trials and tribulations, learn the lessons so you can receive your blessings. Like I said, you got to grieve though, and that takes time. There's no right or wrong way to grieve yourself emotionally, physically, financially, however. Okay? So just don't give up on yourself. Learn to celebrate yourself. So congratulations. Yay! I wish I could put the sound of the little kids. I love that sound of the little kids clapping. Like, congratulations to all of you guys because you did what you need to do. And you're just only going to elevate even more. So elevate, live your best life. I love you. Bye.